Hello Libra, and welcome to your monthly tarot advice video for the month of June. Before we go ahead and get started, I'm super excited to announce that I now offer live one-to-one Zoom tarot sessions with me. All the information for that is linked down below, as well as a code for 20% off all Zoom sessions over the month of June. Again, all of that is linked down below. Let's go ahead and get started and see what you need to know about the month ahead. But as always, please take what resonates and leave the rest. Let's see. What do Libras need to know? What does my lovely Libra watching this need to know about the month ahead, please, Spirit? We have abundance. I love this. I love this. Prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks you may have. In fairyland and humanland, there is enough abundance for all. I love this. Again, this can be showing up in hard work and your effort being rewarded. Opportunities coming in for you. Again, abundance looks different for everybody. Some people might want an abundance of Chinese food. I don't know why I thought of that, but I would love to have an abundance of Chinese food. Some people might want an abundance of money or items or friends, whatever it is. The abundance is coming in for you this month. Let's see what tarot has to say. We're going to start with the current energy or the theme of the month. So we have the Six of Cups. What else is coming through for Libra in the month of June, please, Spirit? Can we get another card here, please? Ooh, we have the King of Cups. This feels like being open in your emotional world. I don't know why, but I feel like it's funny because the abundance card says release any mental blocks you may have. And I think this has something, I don't know why I got inner child energy from the Six of Cups. I feel like you have past wounds that are causing these blockages where you just don't feel deserving or worthy of what it is you're trying to build, and that is causing these mental blockages. You're trying to call in this abundance, but in the same breath you don't actually think you deserve it, or you're worthy of it, or you worked hard enough for it, or you're good enough for it, whatever it is. So it's having to work on these things and really have that conversation with your emotions. Again, be able to sit in your emotions and feel your emotions and flow with your emotions. Finding the steadiness in those rocky waters almost is what's going to help release you from these blockages here. Let's see what challenges are coming through for you this month. What are the challenges Libra may face in the month of June, please, Spirit? What are some challenges coming through here for my lovely Libras? Ooh, I'll take those three. Interesting. We have the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, and the Two of Cups. I'm going to go straight in with the Seven of Pentacles being, again, about that lack mindset. You've clearly put in a lot of time and energy and dedication. You've had the patience for this. You've done the learning. You've done the hard work. You've shown up. But yet you still almost feel like it's not going to come into fruition. It's almost like you're being conservative with these ideas that you have. It's like, okay, I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna keep watering this plant, but it's not gonna sprout a lot. But if I show up, it might. And no, you need to be showing up. Like, I'm putting in the hard work, I'm putting in the dedication. It's going to grow, it's going to blossom, it's going to be big. I'm gonna receive all of this abundance. You also have the Seven of Swords, so I feel like the challenge here is to not self-sabotage, and this, I feel like, is coming in the form of the way you think about yourself and the way you speak to yourself. Again, coming from this place of not feeling good enough and not feeling worthy and deserving of what you're building. You also have the Two of Cups coming through, so this can also reflect into your relationships. It can be easy to feel like self-sabotaging, or I almost want to say letting go of this effort, you know? I want to use the example of like if your partner says, oh, we should get a takeaway for dinner. I don't know why I keep going to the food analogies, guys. Maybe I'm hungry. But immediately if they suggest it, even if you weren't thinking about it, you're going to want to go along with it. And I think that's coming from that place of it's easy to go along with other people, especially when you have this deep connection, to just, well, they want this and I'll just show up for them instead of showing up for myself, almost. I don't know why that is coming through like that. It's almost like you have to prioritize yourself, but you're scared that if you prioritize yourself, you're going to self-sabotage. this is a peculiar reading here, Libra. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a bit odd. Let's see if we can get a bit more clarity as we look into your work, career, or purpose. Again, this can just be things that you dedicate yourself to. It doesn't have to be that traditional 9 to 5. It's whatever you define as your work or your purpose here. So what's coming through for Libras, please, Spirit? What's coming through for Libras in their work or their purpose? One more. It's 2 of Pentacles there. Yeah, so we have the King of Pentacles coming out reversed and the 2 of Pentacles. I think you feel like almost maybe you're not doing enough. You're a very harsh critic of yourself. You're thinking again in those lack mindsets of not deserving, not being worthy of this. I think a big thing is also you can't appreciate how far you've come. Again, when we look at the 6 of Cups, it's time to be nostalgic. It's time for you to realize that you've come farther than you thought, you know? You're not quite the King of Pentacles yet, but you're not the same as you were when you were a kid or when you were a teenager. Yes, you might not be in the same position that you were a year ago, but the place that you are now is very different from where you were 2 years ago, 3, 5, 10 years ago. And that needs to be recognized. There's a lot of different responsibilities that you have now. There's a lot of different did I say responsibilities twice? You guys, I'm losing the plot. There's a lot going on for you right now, and it's hard to concentrate on everything when you're juggling so much. But I think, again, you're not taking that time to appreciate how far you've truly come with things. Let's see what your connections are looking like. This can be friends, family, romance, or even co-workers. Again, use your discernment and take what resonates. We have the Empress. And we have the connections for Libra. What else do we have, please, Spirit? The 5 of Pentacles. You want a connection that is very equal and balanced. We also have Justice on the bottom of the deck here. You're craving something that feels nurturing, that feels magnetic. And I also want to use the word creative. Abundance is a great word as well. You want connections that almost breathe life into you, where you can slow down and not feel judged, where you're allowed to be taken care of, you're allowed to need help, and you're also allowed to offer help. And whatever this, I feel like there's almost a maternal connection here. And I feel this connection between the 6 of Cups and the Empress, that I feel like for you there is a connection where it feels maternal and it feels motherly, and whatever this connection is, they really do help you. They really do nurture you and inspire you. And just by you being around them, it really does magnetize your energy, which will, again, help draw in this abundance that you're working towards here. Let's look into what your advice is for the month of February. Oh, do not be giving too much time to yourself right now. Again, giving into this connection, it does feel like that 2 of Cups is a challenge right now, because I think you're struggling between wanting to be a hermit and wanting to be 2 of Cups. I don't see much bigger connections than that. I feel like right now you do want to focus on what this one-to-one soulmate connection and yourself, and I feel like that's where you're struggling, is the balance of it all. Let's see what the advice is for Libra, for the best way for them to navigate this month, please, Spirit. We have Death and the 8 of Cups. Lean into change, lean into transformation, even if it does feel painful, even if it is bringing up those tough emotions. Again, leaving behind this mindset of being undeserving, of being unworthy, of not putting in, you've put in the hard work, you've put in the energy, and you've put in the effort. I think a lot of your energy right now is coming down to believing that you're deserving, believing that, again, you think you're being selfish for letting go of these things, these past wounds from being emotional. You know, you can walk away from that. You don't have to carry it. I think also a lot of your wounds come from what other people have told you, and I think that's why it's a good time for you to, I want to say, be in your own energy. Understand that you can also be the Empress in your own life. that you can be the one that is magnetic, that is creative, that doesn't chase but attracts. Let's start to clarify a little bit and see if we can dive into this energy just a little bit deeper for you here. We'll start with the Six of Cups. Why is the Six of Cups showing up for Libras this month? We have the Hermit reversed. Maybe it is an old habit when these wounds start to come up, when we start to overthink, when we start to worry, almost maybe even struggling to sleep. It feels like it's easy to isolate and shuts people out. And I think with the King of Cups, you're wanting to do that. You don't want to seem like someone who is emotional or who is controlled by their emotions. Again, it's important, even if you're not open to sharing your emotions, but being able to sit with them and understand them and feel them is very important for you at this time. Let's clarify the King of Cups. We have the Six of Wands and the Hanged Man. We also have the Eight of Swords coming out reversed on the bottom of the deck there. So don't overthink it too much. I think right now you just also need to be a witness. You don't always have to analyze and fix and change. Sometimes you can just see things from a different perspective. You'll see things from a different perspective when you just let them be, when you let them move through you, these emotions, instead of chasing them or trying to hold on to them, trying to understand them or change them. Just observe. You'll have a lot more success there. That's your current energy right now, Libras. You have to observe your emotions. You don't have to change them. You don't have to fix them. Just observe. You don't even have to hold them. Right now, you're being called to be a witness to your own emotions. Next, we're going to clarify the Seven of Pentacles. Why is this a challenge for Libra this month, please, Spirit? Why is the Seven of Pentacles a challenge for Libra in the month of June, please, Spirit? Have the Ten of Swords and the Seven of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Again, it feels like you struggle with how you show up, and I think a lot of it is past mental wounds, things that you think you should be over because so much time has passed. But I feel like it feels like the rings of a tree, you know? As the tree grows, you know, every year it gains another ring. And when you look at all those center rings, even wounds from 10 years ago, 100 years ago, will be shown in the rings of the tree. You will always carry these with you. These will always be scars, but as time progresses, as time goes on, another ring will form and another ring. And suddenly it will be 50 rings before you saw that old wound, and it won't feel so painful. So again, it is about showing up day to day, doing the grunt work, doing the I was gonna say the monotonous work. I don't know why I wanted to say that. The mundane, the boring. That is where you have the healing, and you have these choices. I mean, time's gonna pass either way. So why does it matter how long it takes? Time's gonna pass either way. You might as well start and stop sabotaging, you know? Seven of Swords, it does feel like self-sabotage right now. Let's see, is the Seven of Swords for Libra? What is the Seven of Swords showing up as, please, Spirit? What is this? The King of Cups and the Magician. Again, you want to start again, but every time you get so far, you almost go back to square one because you self-sabotage. It's not good enough. I have to try again. Or whatever it is. It comes from that emotional place. I think a lot of your emotions dictate how you treat yourself and how you treat your projects, even if you don't realize it. It's also about getting very clear on what it is you're trying to build. You have all these tools in front of you. And I feel like with the Seven of Swords, you're using the tools to sabotage, like I say. The Magician, he could manifest his dream life. Or he could manifest a life where he is making himself sabotage, where he's making himself struggle, where he's making things difficult for himself because he puts himself in this lack mindset. He puts himself in this wounded space. That's your challenge this month, is almost to work on getting over that. And I say get over that lightly because you have temperance. You have to be in both, I want to say be in both places at once. You have to understand that your past hurt you, but they can't hurt you forever. You have to hold space for the version of you that was hurt, and you have to hold space for the version of you that's going to grow and learn from this. What is this Two of the Cups, please, Spirit? What is this Two of Cups for my lovely, lovely Libras? What is this for the month of June, please, Spirit? The Lovers and the Death. Again, making choices for how you show up. If you have to put yourself first, again, it doesn't make you selfish in a connection, and the right connection, the right person will understand that and will, again, show up for you and help you through it. So I think you also struggle with this openness in your connections, and I think it's a test this month to show if you've learned to be open, if you've learned to, you don't have to, open the floodgates and let it all pour out, but give them little trickles every now and then. Choose them, show them that you choose to share with them, even if it's painful for you. The King of Pentacles reverse. Why is this here for Libra, please, Spirit? The Seven of Cups. Again, it's about choosing how you view things. Viewing losses as an opportunity to learn and change and grow, or viewing losses as, I'm not good enough, I don't deserve it, I'm never going to make it. Again, these two very different ways of viewing things dictates how you move forward. It dictates how you change and how you grow and how you learn. And I think that's very important for you this month, Libra. The Two of Pentacles. Very busy. A lot of responsibilities, a lot to juggle. But what is this Two of Pentacles for Libra? Three of Swords. Okay, again, it comes back down to those emotional wounds, those mental wounds, those past heartbreaks. They're taking up a lot of time and space and energy. Even if you don't think it, it's taking up that mental energy. It's draining you slowly. And these are things, again, that can start to be healed when you start to notice them and be aware of them. Again, you don't have to force the fixing. You don't have to force yourself to get over it. But being a witness and being aware is very important. Also have the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck here. So right now is a great time for you to be giving energy to yourself. Okay, pouring into your own energy, choosing yourself. That is where you kind of have this confidence to heal and to change and to have this growth. Again, if you're wanting abundance, it starts with filling your own cup so that your cup can overflow and you can be abundant. Again, this abundance can come to you in a form of energy. If you're constantly pouring your energy away to other people and nobody's giving back to you, eventually you'll run out, you'll have nothing left, right? Whereas if you fill your own cup first and you have this overflowing love and energy, then you'll never run out. You'll be able to give infinitely because you can always refill your own cup and give from yourself to yourself. Let's clarify the Empress. How is this Empress going to show up for Libras in the month of June, please, Spirit? How is the Empress going to show up in the month of June? The Nine of Wands. It's going to come by you setting boundaries. And I think when you set a boundary, you think, okay, well, it's a pause. I have to stay within this confine of the boundaries of the wall. But really, it's not that. For you, it is a way forward. It's a way for you to grow and for you to change. I think you need safety boundaries and you need boundaries that you feel safe within, but you also need people that are safe to be within your boundaries. I'm feeling this energy that you need to mother your own inner child and have a place where you can let down those walls and be nurtured by this energy. The Five of Pentacles. What is this about, please, Spirit? What is this Five of Pentacles about for Libra? The Six of Swords. So to move into calmer times, you have to accept help, even if that means you helping yourself. It comes from accepting defeat, accepting that there are some things that just happen and you can't change them and you can't fix them and they just have to be, and sometimes you just have to move away from them. It's going to be beneficial for you this month. Let's see what this Death card is about, this change, this transformation. What is this? What is Death coming through for Libra in the month of June, please, Spirit? Why is Death here? You can't make this up, okay? You're craving change, you're craving transformation, and you know it's gonna hurt. And you keep deceiving yourself and thinking, well, it'll come to me, I can just keep doing what I'm doing. I don't have to be aware of anything. I don't have to, you think that you can just sit and change will come. Again, it will, but it has to be the change that you want to see. This is the thing with the universe. You can be a passenger or you can be a driver, and sometimes you're going to be both, sometimes you're going to be neither, but there comes a time where you have to know that I want change, I have to get change, it's not coming to me, A thing is, people see like 555, change is coming, and they expect the universe to just drop it in your lap. Again, look at the magician. He can manifest whatever he wants, but it doesn't come from him snapping his fingers. No, it comes from him using the tools that he's given. So when the universe is handing you space and opportunities for change, it's about you working with the universe to reward yourself that, you know? Stop kidding yourself about it almost. Finally, we have the 8 of Cups. What is this 8 of Cups? We have the 5 of Pentacles. Again, help yourself. The cups are all about emotions. So again, being a witness to your emotions, understanding that some emotions guide you, some emotions hold you back, and understanding when to walk away from them and what ones to walk away from. There's a bit of tongue-full. With the 5 of Pentacles, it feels like you need to find your own outlet here. Some people, venting helps them get it out. Some people journal. Some people, you know, do a run, go boxing. Whatever it is, you need to find your own outlet for you that works. Something that, again, actually inspires that change within you, and it's not just going to keep arising and keep coming back up. You really need to find what works for you here. That is all I have for your reading this month, Libra. If you did enjoy it, please do leave a like, subscribe, do all those YouTube things. Be sure to check out the Zoom sessions. Those are linked down below. And if you've watched this far, I truly appreciate you.